got early access out yesterday. While I'm thankful, my brother got me MLB The Show 21 for my birthday. Again, Manny, I love you. Thank you. He got me the standard edition, so that doesn't come out till the 20th. So I'm going to go to GameStop later today and try to pick up the other version and just hope that they have an extra copy so I can start playing today. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to wait. So today's stream, this video is going to be hitting tips. So how are you going to be a successful MLB The Show hitter in 21? Here are some things that will probably still be the same. Obviously, there's a lot of amazing updates that they added to the game. So let's go ahead and go into the custom practice section. In 20, this is how you got better. You just practice, you got your reps in. In 21, it's a lot better. So we'll get into that in just a minute. So let's get into it. Let's jump into this practice. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Again, I apologize for you having to watch 20. I haven't gotten 21 yet, but I will be. So we're going to go ahead and pick the practice squad that we're going to face. So just to start, when you're doing these custom practices, you want to face these teams here. And the reason being is as guys unlock players, you're going to be facing these pitchers, right? You're going to be facing, a lot of the throwback guys, like who was a good pitcher last year, like Earl Hershiser, right? That's going to be a big guy that you're going to face. So you want to face pitchers that you're going to be facing online. So guys that are throwing sinkers, cutters, the Rob Dibbles, those are the guys that you're going to face online, and they're going to be in these teams here. So we're just going to pick let's go expansion, right? And I'm just going to pick, let's just go ahead and pick the Cubs for whatever reason, just because I'm from Chicago. It's one of my favorite teams, even though they're not doing so hot. Javi Baez, let's turn it up. We need you, bud. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into this. So when you are doing custom practice, I hear that in 21, I know the stadiums are playing a lot better. Obviously, they have the stadium creator. So we shouldn't be seeing much of Ship It. I know Ship It was like the big stadium for 20, but in 21, I think with all the stadium creators and all that, we'll see some pretty good fields. But if I had to guess, I think the minor league stadiums will still be more of what we see along with the custom stadiums. Because typically the major league stadiums just don't play well. But you want to take your batting practice on Legend at minimum. Like that's how you're going to get good, is playing on Legend. So let's go ahead and walk through some of these settings, right? So we obviously want to bat. So we're going to switch that to batting, and we're going to face, let's just put Tom Seaver. So right away, Tom Seaver is the guy that has the slider. Who else is on this team? Martinez, Eckersley, Franco, Gossage. Actually, let's go with Gossage because he throws hard and he's got the sinker. All right. So right out the bat, not game controls. What am I doing? So we're going to go to options. We're going to go to gameplay. So here are some of the settings that are just going to work. This is what works for me, and you're going to see a lot of the top guys using these settings. It's going to be really important. So when you're hitting, strike zone to me is just going to be the best one. It's the one that's most competitive online. But again, you're going to set this up however it is that you want, right? It's all your preference. It's all your feel when you're playing in the game. But I'm just going to give you the settings that work for me that I think are going to give you the best results. So you can see the ball, track the ball, and then eventually hit the ball really well. So we're going to go with strike zone. The hitting interface, we're going to go with buttons, right? You want to have the PCI there, and you want to just be able to put the PCI on the ball and then just hit X. So in the center, I have diamonds. I switch kind of throughout the year, but I think diamonds is kind of the best one. Depending on how I'm feeling, I'm either going to do basic on the inside or I'm going to do no PCI. Yo, what's going on, kid? Welcome. What's going on? So, again, you got to go with what you feel, right? I'm going to go with basic on both. The outer, you can have it whatever. Transparency, I don't have it fully up. I have it down 70. I would say anywhere from 50 to 70% just works for me. We're going to have it at 60. PCI color does it. Again, that doesn't matter. That's more of a preference. as you get good into the game, as you kind of get your feel for hitting, you're probably eventually going to turn off the inner and the outer PCI, and you'll probably just have diamonds. For this video, we're going to leave them on, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump in. So these are my settings. We're going to apply. And again, we're on legend, right? So now here we are. We're going to be facing Goose Gossage. Hey, thank you, thank you. Typically what I do when I'm starting out practice is I just track the ball a little bit, right? So I got my PCI. I'm just looking to move my PCI towards the pitch and just get an idea of the break, the speed, the velocity. I'm just tracking right now, right? So once I get a good feel of like, okay, I can see the ball coming out of his hand, right? You're going to follow, look at his windup, look at his windup, look for the release. There's the release, and then start to track the ball. As you can see, sinker inside, that's a very common pitch. So I just go for maybe a batter or two, and I just track the ball. Dotted that one up, right? All right, so now we get a lefty. I like to track from a righty and then from a lefty. Bam, just tracking the ball, following that pitch. Now, once you get a good feel of the ball, you can see the ball, you feel comfortable, now you start to get some swings. You're going to see a couple different things. Again, it comes back to preference, but I like to do what if you guys watch the top guys, but your friend Kyle does this a lot. This is my favorite style as well. I like to start from the center and then react to the ball. So obviously that's a horrible pitch. Don't do that. But I just start from the center. I think it's a little bit better for reacting to the ball. You'll see a lot of guys kind of cheat, right? So you'll see guys kind of cheat maybe up and in. I personally don't like that because of that. So I don't know if you guys noticed that. I was super early. That's why I don't like to cheat off the plate in any side. If I'm really struggling, maybe I'll do that just to kind of give myself a little bit of help. But I like to start from the center. All right, guys, so now we're going to move into how the game plays, right? So people are going to pitch sinkers high or sinkers inside, right? So if, for example, we have a right-handed hitter, you're going to see a lot of sinkers on the inside corner. So you're going to see sinkers, those high fastballs, and then cutters and sliders in this side of the plate. That's just what, as you can see, that sinker there. So you're either going to be rolling over or you're going to be late. That's a very common thing. So you would rather be early than late in this game. If you're late, you're going to have a hard time, right? Especially guys that are throwing outlier. But sinkers inside is going to be, they're just going to spam it. So regardless of who you're seeing, the best pitches in this game are going to be sinkers and cutters. There you go. We didn't track that one. Fastballs really only work if you have outlier. If a guy has 99 velocity, that's going to be big, but you want to be able to have guys that throw with that outlier. So this is like a level 1 hitting tips video, right? So you just want to go in there, track the ball, see the ball, and then once you feel comfortable, wow, so bad. I don't know how people talk and play at the same time. I'm still working on that. So let's talk about MLB The Show 21, because hitting practice in here is a lot different when you play 21. So in 21, when you go into the screen, you can now select what pitches you want to see and the location that you have those pitches in. So what does that mean? That means if you struggle with fastballs high inside, you can set it to pitch high inside and you can work on your timing there. If you struggle with sliders away, cutters away, which is very common, right? Guys are throwing sinkers inside, cutters away. Now you can practice on those pitches, right? So you can take a couple reps of sinkers inside, and then you can switch it, put the location outside for the cutters and the sliders, and you can work back and forth. So it really allows you to become a better hitter. So we went through the settings, right? Things that are comfortable, things that I think are going to work for you. The pitcher's view, again, strike zone, this is the best one in my opinion. And we went through kind of, wow, that's a nasty changeup. We went through like the PCI settings, all that, right? Now there's the philosophy of the game, which is you're going to see a lot of sinkers, a lot of cutters, and a lot of sliders. If a guy doesn't have any one of those pitches, it's a pitcher that's going to struggle, right? Like in this game, sinker is king, velocity is king. My problem with baseball is you can't take your career player. Oh, okay. You can't take your credit player to the next version of the game. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like, because obviously I haven't played 21 yet, so I don't know what the credit player things are going to be like. But guys, this is how you're going to be taking your batting practice in order to get better. Is you just got to get your reps in, right? And of course, with 21, being able that you can pick your location and what pitch you want to see is going to make you. It's just going to make it a lot better. If you create a player and spend hours on it, when MLB The 21. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. So that is unfortunate. I definitely don't like that either, but I can see why they do that, because then, like, you just get, it's the grind, right? You got to, like, I mean, imagine day one, you got a 99 from last year. So, guys, obviously I'm not taking this batting practice serious because I'm talking, but if you do this for, I would say, 15, 20 minutes before a game, you're going to be able to go into a game and hit the ball better. You know, what's the point of playing 4 or 5, there, that's gone, 4 or 5 ranked games in a row, and then you can't see the ball, you're going to lose a lot of games. If you're playing guys that are ranked, well then, yeah, you're going to lose, and you don't want to waste your time losing. So it's better to come in here, warm up, ooh, good pitch, and then you can, like, obviously, like, get better for a game. Now we're going to take you to a part 2 that's going to make this even better. So we were in batting practice, we were tracking the baseball, working on sinkers and following the ball, right? So now if you really want to up it and make it difficult, what you're going to go is you're going to go into your user setting, right? So you're going to go to gameplay. Oh, not gameplay, I'm so sorry. You are going to go to, no, it's here. It's my sliders. So go into my sliders and you're going to adjust the sliders. So when you're taking batting practice, you're going to go over to the CPU pitchers, right? So we're going to go with their stamina and you're going to put it all the way up. We're going to go to their reliever stamina, put it all the way up, so that whoever you put in the pitch, they're just never going to get tired, right? Then you're going to go to pitcher control. You want them to dot you up. You want to be able to see those pitches on the black as much as possible, so you want to give them max control. Pitcher consistency, again, you want them throwing at their best every single pitch in practice. So strike frequency, this is kind of one that's an option. I like to put it all the way up anyway because I do want to see pitches in the zone. But again, I'm hoping that they throw it more in the black. Obviously, this will help you see pitches in the plate so that when you're going into ranked seasons and people are trying to make you chase, it works on your discipline. All right, now, this is where the big one is. So fastball, you want to crank this all the way up. So not only do you want to face guys that have 99 velocity and have outlier, well, now you have the fastball pitch speed set all the way up, so you're going to see the ball coming in so fast. So that way when you jump into Legend, it's not a big deal, and you can adjust really quickly. And then obviously if it's a game on Hall of Fame or All-Star, that ball is going to be super slow. Now the off-speed pitch, you're going to see a lot of guys online talk about bringing this all the way down. That creates a very unrealistic timing. I don't like that. So what I do is I put it, let's see, how many clicks is that? 1, 2, I would say 2 to 3 clicks over to the right is going to be really good for you as far as like creating kind of a relatively, it's just a decent off speed, right? Because if you crank it down, you're going to go from like 102 to like 30 miles an hour, and it's a horrible difference. It really doesn't allow you to sit back. So really those are the only things that you're going to switch into your sliders. So we're going to go ahead, no, wait, we want to apply that. Oh, we're going to cut. Now it doesn't matter because we're going to go in at 21. So save. Oh, we already had sliders, but whatever. All right, cool. So let's go back. So our sliders are done. Now you go back into batting practice and you work that same philosophy that we worked on earlier, right? Now, if you want to take it a step further, what you're going to do is you're going to go into your edit players, right? And you're going to go into those teams. So for example, what you could do, this will make it a lot easier, trade all the good pitchers onto one team, and you're going to take those pitchers and make them maxed out, right? So like, for example, who's a pitcher that people struggle against, right? Let's look for a team. Come on. Are we? I don't even know if we're not even able to. All right, but whatever. Let's just go with Trevor Bauer, right? So we go to Trevor Bauer. We put our team of really good pitchers so that we can practice against. You go into their attributes. You go into pitching and look at what you do. You make all of these pitchers 99. So you go into fastball and you're going to crank that up to a 99, right? You're going to go into his control and you're going to give it all the way 99. You're going to go to break and you're going to go to 99. You guys get the idea, right? You're going to do this for every single pitcher. And you'll go down and you're basically going to make them a 99 with 99 velocity and 99 break. The reason for this, now you have a pitcher who is a maxed out 99, somebody that you struggle with online, and then you go into with the adjusted sliders maxed out, right? So now you go into batting practice against these guys, and it makes it difficult, but that's going to make you better. So now when you go online and you actually play guys with these pitchers, you're better prepared. So we're going to cancel that. That doesn't really matter. So let's go back into batting practice one more time. And the sliders, let me just load the sliders just in case. Just in case we okay, so they didn't save. They should be on though. All right, so let's go into batting practice one more time. Custom practice. We'll just pick the Cubs. And we're going to let's pick a different team this time. Mid-century, there we go. And then you know what? I want to use, what do I want to, actually, you know what? What you'll do for your hitters is you're going to make your Diamond Dynasty hitting team here as well. So whatever team you want to put them on, you put them all on one team. So I don't know, let's just go with the American League. So the reason you're doing that is because you want to get the timing down for your guys' swing. So take all your team, whoever your Diamond Dynasty team is, and you're going to put them all on one team. Once you do that, then you're going to be able to get their timing down, their swings down. It's just going to make you a better player. So it's really important to practice this way. Again, this is if you're trying to be ranked, right? You want to move up in the ranks. You want to make a top 50. I've never made top 50. I have come close like once. But that's my goal for 21 is I want to be a top 50 player at least a couple times this year. But in order to do that, I got to practice and be better. Because I have played a couple top guys. I played against Rebel. I have played against Oshev. And I think I've played against Pinky Power. And those guys are unbelievable. Like they're just so good. So you can't make any mistakes. Like I have never seen the ball get crushed so hard than when I play those guys. So all right, so we're facing Baby Ruth. There's no way I want to face Baby Ruth. That does not work. Joe Johnson. So let Gibson, Feller, Fingers, Ford, Matheson, Mershaw, Span, Roberts. Okay, so there's really none of the guys that have cutters. But you're going to see a guy like Raleigh Fingers, right? Like I enjoy seeing Raleigh. And then on the left, actually, let's use Trout for this video. All right, so as you can see, the PCI is bigger than it should be, and it's on Legend. I don't know if the sliders are up, but look at that PCI. That PCI should not be that big on Legend. Oh, but that ball is fast. If you see the sliders, I think they should be saved. So look at how much harder it is to hit. That was so late. PCI was on the ball, but I was so late. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys like this hitting tips video. I think it's a real simple way, just set up your sliders, set up your sets on Legend, and figure out what PCI settings you want. Oh, that's nasty. But you see what happens while you change the sliders? It makes it so much harder to hit. But that's what you want. Wow. So it's a little frustrating at first when you're going through your batting practice with all the sliders up because, I mean, it's really hard. Like how did you hit? But it's going to transition. I mean, again, if you're working on tracking the baseball, finding the release point, knowing that you're going to sit on a sinker inside most of the time. You know, oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. So when you're facing BP here, they're not going to pitch the way that guys pitch online, right? Like, as I said, sinkers inside, sliders and off speed away. Like sliders inside, you probably won't see too many of those unless they're like dotted up. So you just got to remember that online people are going to pitch way different than, oh man, that's bad. So those are my hitting tips for you guys. I hope that that's super helpful, just so a way that you guys can get better. Remember, 21 is a way better platform to practice on because you can pick specific pitches, specific locations, and it's going to help you be better. So hopefully that's helpful, guys. I am, again, just really frustrated I don't have the game yet. I'm going to hope that they have some extra copies that I can pick up early. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. So I'm off. There's really nothing else to do here. I just saw the buy order come in for Liam Hendricks, and I'm like, it's too late. Like, 21 just came out. So, all right, guys. Hope you guys enjoy 21, and I'll see you on the next one.